Hello, folks. Welcome to another Bitcoin market analysis session by Inspo Crypto. Let us start, as usual, with the weights ratio. I'm going to make a quick overview today, so I'm going to explain less every indicator as I did in the past, just to bring every day a 10 to 15 minutes video update. Well, as we can see here, the weights ratio hourly view, also hourly time frame, as mentioned in the last days, we are rising even more. Also something we can see here, it was rising, then it declined a little bit, and it's rising again. So also indicating here 0.93, while we have here a net flow of 1,875 Bitcoin, means that whales are selling even more Bitcoins to exchanges. So it seems we are not done. At the same time, we have the stablecoin supply. It's declining even more, and that's, in my opinion, worst case because the price is declining and the stablecoin reserves on exchanges are or is declining as well. And that's ultra bearish in my opinion because the stablecoin supply is indicating market exits. And when we see some market exits like here, that's not good for the market, less capital for the market, and so less potential to make a new bull run. So also the stablecoin reserves on exchanges, it's declining since here, and that means, of course, people are selling their assets and taking out some stablecoins. At the same time, when the stablecoin supply is declining, means those whales who sold their assets and received stablecoins are sending these stablecoins back to treasury, and well, they are burning the stablecoins because of less demand. Nothing new here. We can see we received 4,300 Bitcoin today. I have reported that as soon as I detected it on Twitter, and we can see even the stablecoin activity. Well, we received here almost, I would say, 22 million. Nothing big, nothing big. 36 million. Also, the net flow is very flat and indicating less stablecoin activity today. So more Bitcoin, and even them, that would explain why the price have started to decline. And I think that's just a foretaste of what is going to happen next. So we need to see 44K, I mentioned that yesterday and the last 2 days that 44K is going to be a key level. So we will maintain here a little bit, but that's part of my conclusion. So let us go further and see what the data is showing us. So now we are taking a look to the futures chart. What we can see here, maybe let me check. We have the funding rate here, the red line, and the funding rate was declining very hard. And since we reached 44K actually, the funding rate is lifting up again, so indicating more long demands than short demands. Well, I mean, that matches to my prediction that 44K could be a level where we can retrace or at least maintain that price level for a while, go up to 44, 44.5, or maybe even to 45, and then decline even more afterwards. So we need to see. The problem here, what I see, these guys are lifting up in funding rate while the leverage ratio is also lifting up, mm, but the open interest is declining. It was lifting up a lot, then it declined, I think because they liquidated a lot of futures, of course. So we have here our stable coins, and it seems many were taking some profit because we can see here 200 million outflows, 170 million outflow, 100 million outflows. So we have here almost, I don't know, 400 million outflows in stable coins, while we have maybe 250, 270 million inflows. So I guess some people have started to go long, and those were shorting just to profit. Also related to Bitcoin, for example, we can see here we had today a a huge, well, it's not huge, but a big Bitcoin outflow from derivative exchanges, also indicating that these guys just took profit, almost 5,400 Bitcoin. And well, in the last hour we got 2,400 Bitcoin. That's, in my opinion, a bullish sign. Short-term bullish, but a bullish sign because they love to use coin margin contracts to pump up or to push up, to lift up the price afterwards, while they like to use stable coins, for example, to dump the price. It makes sense, as I mentioned different times, just because, of course, if you are shorting with Bitcoin, um, the underlying asset is losing and value while you are shorting it. So it doesn't make sense. It makes more sense just to use stablecoins then. So that's yeah, somebody is going to long that. It also matches to the funding rate. Well, let us see what Kingfisher is telling us. Well, the Kingfisher liquidation map is not surprising me. We have between 47 and 45.5, 45.5 and 47, we have a big short liquidation volume. As you can see, it's rising nice. The bar is reaching 250 million. So yeah, I was expecting something like so, not surprising me at all. So let us take a look what's happening here. Gamma wall still 50k. That's the upper wall, and we have our new lower wall 44k. And it seems 42 and 40 is rising, so we need to check what's going to happen there. And let us take a look here as well, just to see what the GAX is doing. And yeah, okay, that's fine because it's doing what yeah, what I thought. We still have a way front of us, in my opinion, because minus 51,000, minus 35,000. We had here 8,000, and we still have 38, 37,000. So yeah, I think we are not done. That would at least confirm also here the gamma exposure index. We need to see what some strategies and trade volumes related to option trading is showing us. So, BTC top strategies of the last 24 hours, and we have here short ratio put spread 224 million, custom strategies 86 million, put calendar 37 million. Okay, it's clear. It looks more bearish, and of course, I mean the price is bearish, so option traders are flipping at the moment. Makes sense in my opinion too. Let us take a quick look what's happening there. So, we have the, let me check, what was the biggest one here? Short ratio put strategy with 600,000 in premium. We had custom strategy with more premium even, and yeah, and we have here short straddle 450 million. So let us check all these three. So Short straddle, something new for April. Sell, 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 sell. Everything sell was 46 call, 46 put. So yeah, that's over. Did a good job in my opinion. So we need to see the next one is custom strategy. Let us take a look to the custom strategy. What's happening there? Okay, it happened a lot. Buy sell, puts 44 sell, puts 43 and okay. Some volatility strategies it seems because they are buying. Well, this guy is buying put at 44k and sold put 43k and call 45k. He is doing the opposite, sold 44k. I think maybe that's the same trader and bought 45k call and 43k put. The same here. No, he bought 44 puts. Okay. And we see here it seems it's the same guy. Yeah, it's almost the same guy it seems. Looks like that he is buying puts more, but at the same time also just making some trades related to some volatility. So he's expecting until tomorrow um, some volatility it seems, call 45k and put 43k. And we have here, okay, September. I was wondering, okay. No, that's fine. That's fine. What we can see here, it's interesting, but okay, volatility. Short ratio put straight. Short ratio put straight. Okay, that's something interesting. No, it's not. Because he saw 35k puts for May and shifted to September. That's interesting. Less lots and more premium. Okay, so he is not really expecting a big crash. And that's it. I mean, put calendar, usually put calendar means just they are shifting to a later date. Yeah, December puts 30k instead of June. Also very interesting. They are paying a lot of premium for that. So they are expecting, yeah, it seems for end of the year, um, something big. It seems. So let us talk about the Bitcoin reserves on spot exchanges, centralized exchanges, no DeFi or decentralized exchanges. As you know, and I mentioned in different times in my analysis in the past, that the Bitcoin reserves on exchanges since the 22nd, as we can see here, just have started to rise. Then it declined once. Maybe, I guess, that was related to the pump here because they have started to withdraw these bitcoins and the reserves on exchanges has declined. Afterwards, it have started to lift up again. Then it started to make and form a downward trend. But today we received almost 5,000 Bitcoin, and even then, I mean, we are declining at the moment. We still have from today's Bitcoin reserves rise 4,550 Bitcoin. So that's going to be very exciting to see what's going to happen next because, as mentioned before, I think that's just a foretaste. We need to see. Well, as mentioned yesterday, that FTX, it seems, was the main driver, and it looks like because they have started to build really a big walls in their FTX perp market, and they that's too big. Let me check. They have started to sell here. And as you can see, that was a downtrend, and then they have started to sell back. And the aggregated spot, it's looking a little bit different. We need to check who is, well, buying, then they sold, then we went a little bit up, then down again, and now it seems that somebody is accumulating quick. That's those kind of accumulation where I see they are expecting to lift up in price and start to distribute there and then to dump even more. But I have also noticed they make quick accumulations to dump with these bitcoins afterwards. So we need to be careful. We can see that coin margin contracts, of course, they declined as well. Then they raised a little bit, raised again, and it's declining at the moment. Stable coins almost did the same move. So at the moment, that looks bullish to me because I don't see a big move related to futures, but they are lifting up, or at least while they are bringing some pressure with futures, they are buying. And that's what I can see right here. And that's interesting. We need to see if these guys are going to accumulate even more while they use actually the futures to bring more sell pressure to the market. If that's the case, that would be very bullish because that means these guys want to lift up afterwards and to distribute those. I don't think they are going to make a big accumulation at 44K. I don't think that's part of the plan, but absolutely interesting what's happening there. Let us take a look. And of course, we can see here also a big trade bot activity, really big. I mean, at the moment we can see that, okay, FTX and Binance very active, and we can see, of course, these three are working together again. That's Deribit, Huobi, and OKEx. And well, I don't know what Bitfinex is doing actually. Let us take a look if we can see what these guys are doing. Okay, that looks like they have started the dump there, and I don't know what happened here actually. But however, it looks like that FTX is, in my opinion, the main driver here and are distributing and bringing some sell pressure to the market. It is very interesting because you remember I have showed you this chart just a few days ago, indicating you that every time when we have a big fund flow, so a big activity on FTX exchange that's related to tops, and mainly that means that these guys are going to dump afterwards like they did in the last few weeks, and that's happening again. Now let us talk about the exchange walls. We are taking a look to Coinbase right now, and as you can see, they just um, stopped with the wall. They reduced the volume because we are right now far away from the wall right now, and well, we have at 35K still this wall, but at the moment we need to see. I don't think we are going that on that level. Deribit, 42.5. 42.5. That's very interesting. Have in mind 42.5. That could be very, very interesting for us. 40K low volume by Binance. It seems we need to check how much that is. 180 Bitcoin. That's not big. On the way down, we have little walls 110, 111, 130, and as you can see here, also looks like a little bit like FTX. And as you know, the FTX and Binance trading bots, they love to work together. We have here a little wall, another here, another here, another here, another here. So I don't know. It looks like we will see bearish price actions in the next days. At least that looks like. So let us take a look here. Yeah, we are arriving or reaching the Bitfinex big low volume cluster wall here. So 44K, we are right now at 43,650. From here, it seems we will retrace, as I told you, go up again to 44 and so on and so forth. We still have here the other part of the wall, so it seems they won't maintain that price level here. We need to see if we can go down even more or if we will go up again, fail, and then go down even, yeah, just harder. We need to see. But very interesting. FTX, and that's at the moment the key chart. As you still can see here, we have this wall cluster. Looks very similar to what we have seen related to Binance, but yeah, everything else is more spoofing. So what you see here, nothing big. That was a little bit curious what happened there. We really don't have nothing big at 47K, but that's nothing where I would say that looks solid for me. OKEX, well, I really don't need to take a look to OKEX. Kraken, also not. BitMEX, something helpful sometimes. Also nothing. Binance Futures. Ah, well, we also very helpful here. You can see that they are rising in pressure to maintain the price. So also here you can see that they happened here and they are doing that here again. Let me show you on a better way. Oh no, sorry, that's spoofing. But we had that here, they had that here, they had that here, and then they did some pressure here, like here, for example, and here. So yeah, Binance Futures is always very active and interesting what these guys are doing. So let me check the next chart, Bitfinex derivatives. Nothing we can see at 41 could be very interesting to Bitfinex derivatives, and Kraken futures also nothing. So that's it, I would say. Let us take a look. That's insane. OKEX, come on. That's really, I don't know what the hell is that. Yeah, well, I don't know, but doesn't look like. Well, FTX perp is for me at the moment, and Binance futures at the moment the main charts to see some walls. So, in my opinion, Bitfinex, if we take a look, we are reaching their cluster here, and as you can see, they are trying to absorb these orders now. I think that will take a while, so that's it at the moment. So let us see what's happening and let us make a quick conclusion. In my opinion, we have here different levels. 43K, we have 41.8, and we have 48. Okay? If we break out here, the next is 41.8. If we broke that here, the next one is 48. If we broke that here, that's actually my goal. That's where we can find the biggest liquidity between 40K and 38.5K. Also a key zone. Why a key zone? If we lose that one, then we have a problem because then we will dump even more, hitting lower 30s. Something I don't think so because as we have checked today with the option traders, they are not expecting a price below 35k, but 38.5 could be very interesting also to generate more bearish sentiment and to start again to accumulate some shorts. So we need to see what happens next. But short term, um, I'm considering that we will go up again. So something maybe maintain a little bit for the next hours this area, and then we go up. For me, here between 45k and 45.5, that's the key zone. That's actually everything above here would be again bullish because they want to trade to go up again and to let this here behind. So, but be careful, and that's why I have this zone here, because that's potential bull trap zone as well. So if they start to push very hard up and they start to distribute here, many will start to long again and then we will dump afterwards again. So we need to be very careful what's going to happen next. But I'm very sure we are going to make such kind of op. So very bring again back some FOMO and many and liquidate many late longs afterwards because I don't see solid bullish data at the moment. Accumulation is the most bullish data you can find, and nobody is really accumulating big, in my opinion. So um, my goal still is 40k to 38.5k because that's where we found the biggest liquidity. In my opinion, we have just to cross the 43k, the 41.8, the 40.8k, and then if we break out, we will maintain here and generate some fear because we will have maybe something like a spring here at 38.5, 38, and then go up again. That's a potential scenario. Of course, everything depends on what's going to happen to stocks. If we get some really bad news, to yeah whatever politics, war, supply shock. What we have a lot of different topics at the moment that could have an impact to the market. Another thing, what's interesting to me is to see, sorry, and to see what's happening to coin margin contracts. As told you, if I see, for example, a rising open interest with a rising funding rate, that's mm, showing me that they are preparing something like a pump. At the moment, as you can see, that's not happening. The open interest is declining. Yes, we have a positive funding rate, but I don't care about that as long as the open interest is declining. Of course, we can also seen here um, that they liquidated. We have here some liquidations, and so that have an impact to the open interest as well. However, that doesn't look very bullish at the moment. And anyway, I think we will go up again, hitting, in my opinion, 45 to 45.3, something like, and be very careful with a potential bull trap. That's it for today. I hope that that wasn't that long, and yeah, and you enjoyed. So thank you very much for watching once again, and see you us tomorrow. Big love. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.